YouTube. This is Rhonda with Rhonda Reducing. I am just giving you probably a quick update. I don't have a lot to talk about. I am coming to kind of the final mile of my pre-op diet stage. I haven't actually started the pre-op diet, but I have my last appointment with my surgeon on the 13th of March. So in like 11 days now, where I'll actually get my date of surgery and instructions to start, I'm sure, the pre-op diet, just based on all the videos I've seen from you guys. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm ready to get the date, know what's gonna come, see some expectations, and I'm ready just to get this started. I've done pretty well so far. Last video I was down 29 pounds. This time I'm down 31 pounds, so I'm still making progress. It's not as fast as maybe I thought it would be, but I guess weight loss is kind of like that at the beginning, where you're like shocking your body into submission, if you will, to make it go down in weight. But I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I did fall off the bandwagon for 3 days, and I realized what I was doing, and like, hello, self-sabotage. I had a gain of 2 pounds, and I was like, whoa, that's like really like my first gain. And I was like, what are you doing? Get with this. You want this. So stick it out and make it happen for yourself, if nothing else. I had some pretty good things happen. So I haven't ridden a bike in probably 10 or more years. And my husband bought me a bike for our anniversary. So I was pretty excited. We've gone on some family bike rides around the neighborhood, and I can actually ride a bike. Who would have thunk it? So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been walking about 2 to 3 hours a day, not all at once. Usually I'll do like 2 15-minute walks on my breaks at work, and then a full hour on my lunch. And then I usually walk when I get home as well for like an hour with my family. Or I go on a bike ride or something, but I'm definitely staying active, which may have like had something to do with the gain, but I'm really sure it was what I was eating. I went on a bread fix. Like, bread is my weakness. I love me some bread. And I told my husband the other day, like, he's Mexican, and he loves La Panaderia, like near us, and they make the best like hot rolls. Like, they always take them out of the oven the same time, and he always goes by and picks them up. Like, this was a norm for us. And he brought some home the other day, and I just put them in my mouth. No, I mean, I didn't eat a whole one. I had a half of one, which good for me for showing some restraint, I guess. But I still shouldn't have had it, right? I should have said no to the bread. So I told my husband he wasn't allowed to bring those into the house anymore. Because I just can't stop myself. I just can't not say no to bread. I don't know why. I wish I could, because that's how I got this. What else? Oh, the other thing that was a positive is I'm actually starting to get compliments, guys. Like, people are noticing the 31 pounds that I've lost. So, or 32. Yeah, 32 pounds I'm down now. So, people are starting to notice 32 pounds. I noticed a while ago, but other people are, people are just finicky about discussing your weight, I think. But it was nice for people outside of my family to be like, oh, hey, you're looking good. Like, good job. Also, I've gotten some buddies at work to go walking with me. Even on the days I'm like, oh, I don't want to go walking, they're like, all right, let's go. And rather than me being like, no, I don't want to go walking today, I'm like, let's go, because I don't want to let them down. And on days where I'm like, let's go, they're like, oh, why? So it's really good to have someone to hold me accountable, and for me to hold them accountable and be like, we're doing this today, so thank you. I talk a lot with my hands, I just realized, so in case you're wondering. Also, there's a window right here, which is why there's so much bright light. And my neighbors are walking, so I keep looking at it, so that's distracting. I'm like, squirrel. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited, though, to see my surgeon. Oh, I did have a sleep apnea test last night. I had one previously, but I had sleep apnea, so I had to do it again so that they can like fit me for a mask and make sure whatever setting I needed to be at. So I slept with that last night, which is why my nose is a little bit red right here, because they put that like nose one on me because I'm claustrophobic. So yay for that. So I could, like, as soon as they put like the full mouth mask on me that covers like your entire nose and mouth, I was like, yep, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna like kill someone here. That's what's gonna happen. So let's not do this. So they put like the little one, which I don't sleep with my mouth open. I didn't know. She's like, do you sleep with your mouth open? Because if not, we can use the little one. And I was like, I don't think I do. I don't know though. And she's like, okay, well, we'll try it. And then if you do, then we can either put a strap on your chin or we'll have to go back to like the full thing. And I'm like, well, that full thing isn't going to work for me. So hard pass on that. And she just laughed and she's like, so we'll try this first. And so I slept with that and it was fine. I didn't wake up with a chat, like her to tell me I needed to put a chin strap on. So that was good. So I'm good news, guys. I don't sleep with my mouth open. Woo woo. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed that I have sleep apnea, though it's not a surprise because my mom, my sister, my grandma, like everybody on my mom's side of the family, which is also where all the heavier girls are, they all have sleep apnea. The doctor said it's hereditary. It's likely that I had it. I have it. I have a minor case of it, but I have it. So hopefully, I hope that with this surgery and with this weight loss that I won't have to use that for much longer, because honestly, like my nose, it's a little raw and I don't like that. I like my nose to be nice and shiny. Well, maybe not shiny because that would look bad. But yeah, so that went down, and then I'll get those results in about a week. I'll have another appointment to get those, and then to get the actual machine for in-home sleeping, I'm sure is going to come to pass. So there's that. And then what else? Oh, I did the EDG, I think it's called, or maybe it's called EGD. I don't know. The endoscopy. That wasn't too bad. I did it about like the beginning of February, and they gave me some anesthetic, but honestly, I didn't feel it. So I don't know if that actually worked, because I was awake the entire time, which they told me I'd be awake, but that I'd feel sleepy. I didn't feel sleepy at all. Like, as soon as they were done, I was like, okay, let's go. And I felt perfectly fine. Didn't feel like I was wobbly. I didn't feel anything. So I don't know that they actually gave me any anesthesia. And if they did, they didn't give me enough for maybe my body weight. I don't know. But I definitely didn't feel it. They did spray some like numbing medicine in the back of my throat, which tasted awful. Ugh. But other than that, like, I thought I was gonna have this problem with like gagging the whole time. But when I went to my dentist, they told me like breathe through your nose, breathe through your nose. And so that's the only thing I was thinking about like the entire time was, Rhonda, breathe through your nose, breathe through your nose, breathe through your nose. And so I gagged like the first like initial when they put it down, but that was it. Like, I didn't even gag that much. It was like, ugh. Like, it wasn't even that bad. I was kind of scared because I heard like horror stories on some of these YouTube channels where it did not go very well, and I'm like, it was good for me. So hopefully that it's good for me goes all the way through the next year. I'd like everything to be good for me, no problems. And then so that's done. So I'm pretty much done with everything I needed to do, other than I have one nutritionist appointment left with my nutritionist in Everett, Washington. If you didn't know, I'm a Washingtonian. So I just have one more of those, which I see her the same day I see my surgeon. So that will complete that last hurdle. And then I can get my date for surgery. And I'm they said they're scheduling out 2 to 3 weeks right now. So it's like end of March, beginning of April. So that would be awesome if I can get it before my birthday. My birthday's at the end of March, and like literally almost the end of March. And I'm turning 33 years old. And if I can have this right before my birthday, I would be so happy. I mean, I'd be happy either way, but if I can get it before I turn 33, I don't know why that seems like a big deal to me, but I really want it to happen before my birthday. So yeah, if I can't, I can't. But if I can, I can. And then yeah, so I'm just, in terms of diet and what I'm eating and things like that, like I'm not really doing low carb necessarily because God knows people who do like 20 or less carbs a day, like kudos to you because I can't even do it. Most days I'm below 50, but I mean, maybe that's low carb. I don't really know. I am apparently not smart when it comes to this subject, which is why I am this weight. So yeah. Then there is the reading of the nutrition, like the nutrition labels. I thought I knew what I was doing. But you never know, like what carbs versus net carbs, and I don't know. I have questions for my nutritionist this next time because I don't know. You all have confused me. Some of you go by net carbs, some of you go by carbs in general. Like I need to find what works for me. I mean, recently I've just been doing net carbs because I think that's what my app tracks. I use Berrytastic, I think it's called. And that's like it tracks just your net carbs in general. So I go off that number on that application. And yeah, so yeah. I've been trying not to weigh myself daily. I was doing that like initially. I was weighing myself every day, and then I had like a half-pound gain one day, and I was like, "Wah!" And I like freaked out, and then I realized I have a problem. So I stopped weighing myself daily. So I'm just gonna do that on Mondays now. I don't have a set time for doing these updates because I never know when I'm gonna do an update. Just kind of whenever I feel like it at this point. It'll probably be more like weekly updates when I get to have my surgery and actually have it done and completed. And yeah, so I'll probably do weekly updates at that point. But right now, I'm just kind of keep you guys updated on exactly what it is I've done and how much longer I have to wait. So I have been kind of questioning whether or not I need this surgery since I've lost 31 pounds in 2 months, 2.5 months. So I started in December, like the 4th of December is when I like stepped on the scale and saw the number of 346.8, and I was like, woo! I mean, I had made the decision to start doing something because it was just hard to walk. And so I like had already made the decision. So I had already started eating well, but my scale didn't have any batteries. And I didn't have any batteries to put in my scale. So rather than waiting and just binging while I waited for batteries, I decided to just start that day. So I started before the 4th, but I just don't remember what that date was. So I'm going off the 4th because I know the 4th is the day that I weighed myself and I saw 346.8. I was higher. I know I was higher because I had started my diet at least a week before the 4th of December. And and I know that first week is your body is shocked into submission, as I said earlier, and that's when you lose a lot of weight. So I'm sure that I lost more and I started at a higher weight, but that's the only weight I have seen on the scale, so that's the weight we're gonna go with. So 12.4, of 2017, I was 346.8 pounds, and now I am at 315.6 pounds. I know, right? I have a great voice. You're welcome. Just kidding. I sing horribly, but I love to sing and I can't help it. Even my husband's like, he tells me igualito, which means like the same. It's the same as the singer. That's our joke between ourselves, between each other. And yeah, so he's super supportive still, which I appreciate. I'm waiting for like that rock to drop or hammer to drop or whatever that phrase is. But it hasn't, so I'm glad. He's a keeper. And he has gone with me to every single appointment so far, other than my sleep apnea, because, well, he can't sleep with me there in the clinic. He has to take care of our children. Other than that, yeah. Oh, and that's my world. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like a fan of astronomy, and it's just a random world I found at Ross. Decided to buy it. You're welcome. My house has just been recently remodeled, so that color, yeah, I picked that out. Pretty happy with it. These doors, yep, picked those out too in case you wanted to know. All me. And the molding, yeah, you can't see it, but I drew it, made my husband, put it up. He's a contractor, so he can do all those handy things. I'm thankful because I ain't handy. I hurt myself every time I try to nail a nail. He doesn't even let me help anymore. Like when we started our remodel, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna help," and every time I tried, I hurt myself. The first time I tried to help was on demolition day, and I was putting the mask on so that you don't get all the polvo, like dust and stuff inside your lungs. And while I was putting it on, it like flung back and hit me in the eye. I didn't have glasses on. Don't know why. And it hit me in the eye, so it actually scratched my cornea, and I had to wear an eye patch like a pirate for like 2 weeks. So he was like, you can't help anymore because you can't even put on a mask. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll make you dinner, honey. Thank you for cleaning up my house. So, yeah, in case you wanted to know my life story, that's some of it. Yeah. But I don't really have anything else to go over. This is now a 16-minute long video. I don't know how we got that far. Also, I'm kind of rambly, and I know I talk too fast sometimes, most of the time. So I apologize now before, you get into all my videos for, now and the next year. Also, check out this arm. Yep, that's going to be a whole lot of extra skin. A whole lot of extra skin. I can just see it now. It's like, it's ginormous. Look, it's just like... I'm doing this for, my own know-how. Yeah, I want to look back on this video and be like, yeah, my arm's not that big anymore, thank God. Same thing with this one, still pretty big. Can't really see it because of the shadow, but yeah, that's my life. But it won't be for long. So yeah, all right, I don't really have anything else to go over. I'm just rambling at this point, so hope you say hi. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I already have 3 whole subscribers. I'm pretty excited about that since I just uploaded my videos 2 weeks ago. I think one of those is probably my son though, so I don't know if that counts. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. I'll try to be more positive. I'm pretty positive most of the time. I'm also silly and laugh at my own jokes. I'm home alone right now, and so obviously I'm laughing all by myself while I'm talking to you, YouTube world. All right. So comment below, hit the subscribe button over there. I think it's over there. It might be over there. I don't know which way this video is gonna populate to. So